the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
I was over there, completely unaware it was me that you saw. How little did I know all the things would go and become what they are.
It's Friday, March 15th, 2019, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and here with me in our Orlando studio is very special today. Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
Over there on the other side of the table, Tyler Huckabee.
Hey, everybody.
Behind the glass, because we don't let him play in the big kids table.
It's Adult Swim. It's Adult Swim.
Our engineer on the ones and twos, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
And on the Skype line, all by her lonesome in Nashville, Tennessee.
I was about to say, if you think Chandler's got it bad, this girl didn't even get invited to the party.
Podcaster, speaker, author, cowgirl extraordinaire, Annie F. Downs.
Good morning, gents. Disappointedly alone.
You look very forlorn.
You do look
Couldn't have done a worse thing to this Enneagram 7 than throw a party without her there.
You're invited. It's like when Michael
Standing.
Scott was invited to the launch party, and we found it's a virtual party, but it's still counted.
Hey, Tyler, before we get going, Tyler, I just want to say happy birthday, man.
Not my birthday.
I thought we had the same birthday. No?
Okay.
Oh, we didn't have the
Oh
same
my
I'm falling for that today,
gosh,
actually.
Cameron.
Oh, I thought we had the same birthday.
That was literally
All right.
gross. That
Let's
was
get it out.
literally
Let's
gross.
get it out. Let's get it out. Happy birthday.
It's a
Happy
Michael
birthday.
Scott bit. Michael Scott called Jan. She goes, "What do you need?" And he goes, I just want to call you and say happy birthday. And she goes, "It's not my birthday." And he goes, "Oh, I thought we had the same birthday." And then she goes,
that
"It's like
is
a
a
dead
good-
pause."
I was gonna say it.
And then
Yeah.
she goes, "Happy birthday, Michael."
My favorite Michael Scott birthday moment is when he gets mad that Kevin might have cancer, and the diagnosis might be on his birthday because it's distracting from the festivities, bringing everybody down. And that's when Michael, and then people make him feel bad, and he makes Live Strong bracelets out of sticky notes. Out of yellow.
This is
Cameron, happy real birthday, though. I'm so
Thanks.
glad you were born.
I appreciate that.
I was going to say it.
I mean
because
it.
Now it's all go. Like the sincerity doesn't
now it's
feel...
just awkward. Now it's awkward.
Yeah.
No, but I meant to. You made it weird by throwing in a weird joke at the start. We were going to say it.
Let's deflect. No, but what's cool about this, why everybody's here, is that the Orlando Magic hit me up and they're
Almost
like,
everybody.
"Hey, it's your
Can we
birthday."
use everybody
Almost
loosely,
everybody.
please? That
Almost
is
everybody.
super
A lot of us are
offensive.
here.
Staff.
A lot of us are
Staff.
here. Yeah.
Annie's not
really part
Okay,
of our
this
family.
isn't getting any better. You're
All
not.
right. So
you're-
anyway, the Magic hit us up and said, "Hey, every year around my birthday, they know it's my birthday, and they'll do a little something for me. They're a very kind organization.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, would you guys like a suite for the whole staff to come to the game?" And we're like, "Yeah." So they gave us a suite for free. So we're all going to.
I'm
it.
so mad. I'm
there-
so mad. I'm so mad.
Well, listen, Annie, here's the good news. There's something, I don't want to screw up the order of the intros here, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to give a preview of the second segment today, Annie. It is, I figured what a better way to honor Cameron on his birthday, to honor the birth of a Strang son.
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh.
What are we
Than
doing?
digging in deep
No.
into the family history for a game called Stranger Things. Stranger Things. The music is ready.
Oh, yeah.
Beside my bed during the visit here to Orlando,
Jesse's staying in my
I
guest
found a
room.
volume called How We Fit In by Steve Strang.
Which I have also read. If there was an accelerated reader test, I would pass it.
Annie, listen, and there are a lot of strange facts in this book, a lot of disturbing things. I haven't slept much since I've been down here.
Okay.
Hold on.
We can't get
So
too deep into it.
Listen, stay tuned later for the game because we're going to find out who knows more about the Strang family. Cameron Strang on his birthday or a complete stranger.
Oh no! So, for podcast listeners who don't know what's going on, it was a joke 9 months ago on the show. My
Never a
dad
joke.
wrote a self-published
Yeah.
book. My dad
Yeah.
owns a media company, but he wrote a personal project. He wrote a book about our family history and literally wrote it to Chandler and
Yep.
myself. It was self-published. You can buy it on Amazon. And we got talking about it, and I hadn't read it yet. He gave me and Chandler a
He
copy.
wrote it to you and Chandler.
Yeah.
Jesse and I have read it.
We have read
Well, we
it.
got talking about you guys thought it was horrible that he and I hadn't read it yet, so you went
Awful.
online and bought it.
Yeah.
Jesse says to me, what you should do is keep it in your guest room nightstand for your guests to know. And so I did. I put it
Yeah.
on the guest room nightstand. Jesse's staying in my guest room. I didn't realize he would grab it, bring it in, and do a game around the content.
And I want to say, this is sincere. This is going to sound like a bit. This is
This is
sincere.
not a bit. This is not a
This is
bit.
this is sincere. We were driving, and Jesse and I drove in together today.
Yeah.
He was giving me some selected
That's
readings. I could not believe what I was hearing. This was this is like an HBO
it's spicy.
series.
It's very spicy.
That's what I was saying. I was shocked at the number of murders.
Oh, no.
There's
Yeah.
one murder. There's one
Yeah.
murder that's going to come up in the game, and I think Annie, I think you know which one I'm talking about. Like,
You're right, I do. For sure, I do.
It is insane. We'll get to that later.
I expected 0 murders.
It's
Yeah,
over
no,
0.
you're never going to find a family line that has 0 murders. That's like ridiculous.
I mean, yeah,
Of course
Cain and
everybody's
Abel.
got
Come on,
murders.
we all have somebody somewhere.
but Annie, you are right.
Everybody kills people, right?
Annie, if you are right, if this was like an HBO series that like spanned generation, it's the hardest R.
Wow.
It is the hardest R.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Strange family.
Yeah.
Well, all I remember is growing up, my parents telling me that, like, on both sides, lineage ministers, church planners, evangelists, like, you come from a long line of spiritual
They're
leaders.
peppered in. They're peppered in.
This doesn't bode well for the game later for Team Cameron.
Oh no! All right. Well, anyway, that's coming up.
Yeah.
But our main guest today is later on. Maggie Rogers joins us, one of our favorite artists.
Yeah.
She's
I
coming
love her
on
so much. I love her so
Maggie.
much. I did not know.
to talk
Happy
about
birthday
her
to you.
critically acclaimed new album. Heard it in a past life, and Tyler talks to her on the show today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We got. I would say it was. I don't think we didn't fight. But there's a little more tension in this interview than people might be used to. I'm such a nice, usually I'm a calm person.
Tension?
I'm a
Yeah.
9. We don't
What
like
did you
conflict
do?
or anything.
Yeah.
I told her I hated the album. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't do it.
I was frank.
No, it was a good one. It was a really good conversation. I would say we'll talk about it a little later, but I've probably never interviewed somebody professionally who was as comfortable in her own skin as Maggie Rogers was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it was
hey.
It's just
What a
for-
huge compliment.
Yeah, because I guess it's been 2 years ago, right? She was on our cover. We saw her at South by playing like a relatively small new artist showcase. We had a feeling she was going to blow up. This year, her album debuts at number 2 on the Billboard chart. She, was a SNL musical guest, which is pretty much the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a handful of people that can say that. So it's cool to talk to her once again, especially now that she's no longer on the rise. She's risen. Yeah.
That's
Annie,
great.
Annie, she's
Jesse,
risen.
that-
She has risen.
Indeed.
According to the charts.
It's our special Lent episode.
Annie, according to the album chart, she has risen. That's objective.
No longer on the rise.
It's objective, Jesse.
I can't.
Before we get on, the guys have been here for a couple of days, Annie. You have been missing out. Last night,
I hate everything.
We had an entire podcast in the hot tub hot takes.
No.
Full fledged.
Cameron, you know how much I hate this.
I know. I'm just telling you
Why
all the
do you
things.
do
I've taken
this
them to
to
some
me?
great restaurants. Domu.
Yeah.
We went to
Yeah,
Domu, one of my
we
favorite
did.
spots. Tonight we have the suite. I noticed as I was handing out the tickets to everybody that Chandler had a +1 tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm bringing a friend. I don't know who. I've actually hit up a couple people.
man,
You
I was
know
like,
who you
wasn't
haven't
good.
asked Cameron. I mean,
Yeah.
Chandler, who have you not texted to see if she could join you? Me, Annie F, just sitting in Nashville, wondering if any of my friends even notice that I'm not there.
Now I'm feeling bad. I feel bad for Annie.
I know. I
Yeah.
feel
This
really
is
bad.
my worst. You understand this is my worst nightmare. That all my friends are celebrating the birth of someone I love and I'm not there.
Annie,
and I'm
listen,
missing it.
This will make you feel better. Last
It
night,
won't.
the hot
You're
tub
in a
was
suite
almost
tonight.
like too comfortable. Like I almost dozed off.
gosh.
I got so relaxed.
Yeah.
That I almost dozed off. Like I know that's probably not consolation, but it was almost, you know what I mean? You ever been just too chilled out and too relaxed?
My FOMO, if my FOMO was a temperature, it's hospital height. You would put me in the hospital for how hot my FOMO is right now.
And after we had a hot tub sesh,
Yeah.
had to go cool off, had a little pool diving competition
right.
in the evening.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
And then went back to the hot tub.
then got,
double dip.
then
And
real
then they all went to
re-soaked.
bed, and I stayed up and watched the Bachelor finale on
Vanderpump
DVR.
Rules?
No, I had taped the Bachelor finale because I missed it earlier in the week.
Oh,
So.
are we going to talk about it a little bit?
I mean, you can. I mean, no, America has moved on, but I mean, did you watch it?
Okay, how about each of you? How about this? Because
One
I
highlight.
did see a lot of feedback that people seemed to like it was polarizing last time we did an extended Bachelor take, but there's some people that seem to like it. So why don't you each give?
We're not going to do an extended Bachelor take because this was
It's over.
so
No,
boring.
no, I'm saying
they are the
each is
most boring.
Each of you give one
Wow,
highlight.
that's a hot tub
Annie,
hot take right
Annie,
there.
give me your
I
highlight.
wish
of
it
the,
was. I'd have made it a hot tub hot take if I'd have Been there.
Andy, what was your highlight of the Bachelor series season finale?
It was still jumping the fence, because after he jumps the fence, everything else is kind of just like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Like it just played out very like, okay, good. They like each other. Fine. But I will tell you, okay, I have a longer hot take, not a long one, but a longer. It is interesting to watch a man pursue a woman that insanely, because it's just amazing that how much he gave up in hopes that he could get the one girl he wanted. I thought
Did he? For those who didn't watch,
for those
did
who
he
didn't
get
see
the girl that he pursued?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so normally there's like a 3, 2, 1, sort of thing. He just went and said, I know who I want. I'm not going to like lead other people on, and went and broke it off with the other 2 contestants.
Yeah.
And then went back to the girl who said to him, I don't know if I'm where you're at. I don't know if I'm wanting what you want. I think I'm out, and broke up with them, right?
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's the girl I want. Went and ended it with the other 2 girls. So the Bachelor, coming into the finale, had no women on the show anymore. Like there's nobody left.
And
then
so if he couldn't get her, it was done.
So he went back to the girl who broke up with them and said, I broke up with the other 2 girls. I want you to know I'm whatever you need. I'm here. Like we don't have to get married. We don't have to, there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Like you need whatever time you need. I just want to date you. I want to be with you.
Yeah.
So then fast forward, they're in the studio and now they're dating. They're dating now. So like there's no like conclusion.
The stakes need to be much higher.
Yeah.
They need to be much higher. It needs to be legal marriage.
Dating? I mean, we're all
legal
dating.
marriage on the spot.
Legal marriage on the spot. Or else you don't get paid.
Yeah, or no one's getting paid here. No one, including the crew. Put the pressure on them, crew.
Annie, I've never seen The Bachelor before this season, and so like the thing that happened at the finale at the very, very end, is that normal? Is that what they do, or is that?
It's happened one other time.
Okay.
It's not the normal.
The finale was so boring. So boring. They have 2 hours to fill, and within the first 10 minutes, it's like, well, yeah, we're happy and dating, and like, well,
No drama.
Now what?
It was like, here's what I compare that to.
Yeah.
It's like, do you
can't
guys
wait.
remember a few years ago when I was hyped for this literally for months. I was hyped about this. This guy was going to be eaten alive by a python.
Oh yeah, I remember this
on live TV.
Oh, yeah.
Annie, do you remember this?
Very
On
exciting.
the Discovery
Yes.
Channel.
Yeah,
And
it was a
he,
big
and,
deal.
he, and he like made this like
hated it.
catcher's costume of steel. And literally, like, the selling point is we're going to watch this man be swallowed by a live python. Do you remember this?
No, of course.
Yeah.
This was it's 4 months of podcast content for
I
us.
know, and so it's a 2-hour special. It's a 2-hour special. They saved it because apparently it doesn't take that long to get eaten alive by a python. Literally, they save it. I'm watching all night long. They save it for the last 5 minutes, and like literally, as soon as the python starts biting his foot, the guy's like, I'm out.
Oh my.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
He did it.
It was a non-event.
Yeah, he was like, no,
non-event.
that's too hard. I would have expected that hard. 2 hours of waiting, and they didn't even eat the guy
I have
alive.
been eaten by a python the same amount that guy was eaten by a python. Except for I didn't tell everybody that I was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so boring.
that's what happened.
So scary.
so
Well, I'm
boring.
sorry, I just don't remember the python thing. Did he have a knife to cut himself out? How was he going to survive that?
It was nothing. The details weren't clear. That should have been the red flag.
He had like a special suit.
He had a suit of some
Yeah.
kind, it was like a what
like
would
a
you even call
scuba
it?
suit into the body
Yeah.
of a python?
He was gonna scuba
Look,
suit.
supposedly it wouldn't contract, right? It would protect it.
Yeah,
It was
like
armor.
a suit of armor,
Yeah.
basically. But as soon as a python bite him, it's like, nope.
Chickened out.
And
Chickened
they
out.
were like, oh, well, that's it for eating alive. And I was like, oh, what are you talking about?
Why even put that on TV?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so this is about 30 minutes left in the show. They don't have anything else to do. You can just feel the producer off camera going stretch. So they they announce the new Bachelorette. It's one of the contestants,
yeah.
And they bring her out, and then they're like,
Are we not saying her name on purpose?
I don't know what her name is. It's
Hannah B.
It's the lady.
Hannah B.
There you
Hannah
go,
B.
Hannah B. And they bring her out, and they had too much time left, and so they're like, well. How would you like to meet the guys who are on The Bachelorette? They basically
First
went
5.
into the first episode of The Bachelorette
Yeah.
because they didn't have enough to do on The Bachelor.
Okay, but actually the worst part than that was Air Supply singing Making Love Out of Nothing at All. That was the worst part.
He had a live concert.
Yeah.
Yes,
and it's
Jesse.
like the couple, like the way that they their final act as a couple was they had to stand up in front of everybody and awkwardly sway back and forth while Senior Citizen Air Supply played them a concert from 7 feet away. It was horrible.
Yeah. It's
pretty
terrible.
uncomfortable.
It was
It's
horrible.
terrible.
While
This is why
looking
I
them
don't
dead
watch
in the
this show.
eyes.
That's pretty hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But I don't
The
watch
most
these
popular show on TV, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
you know the reason that they sang that song? We haven't even dug into this. The reason they sang that song is because The Bachelor came in as a virgin.
That's why.
And that is like a big part of it.
I mean, I knew that. I was aware of the.
Yeah. And so they had them sing Making Love Out of Nothing at All because he never told whether he lost his virginity on the show or not. And the idea that this is entertainment for myself and all of our friends is just
Yeah,
so
For whom? Some of us have standards. Some of us want to see a man eaten
I
alive
put
by an animal.
Listen, I put myself in front of the firing line.
That
And
was
I
bad.
told y'all from the beginning that the last episodes always feel like the Capitol from Hunger Games to me. This part feels weird
Yeah.
when it's live. But
Yeah, I'm
so you
out.
watched it after everyone went to bed last night after all the hot tub hot takes.
they all are
Y'all didn't
like,
even text me when you were having hot tub hot takes.
Here's what they need to do. I'm going to heighten the
it
excitement.
was too
Next
hot. It
time,
was too hot, Annie. We couldn't have texted.
Next
it's
time-
it's a phone-free
hurt.
zone when there's hot tub hot takes.
here's
I
what,
got it all in recording.
here's what
This
they
is
need
like,
to
what's that kids movie where they had a boys club and it said no girls allowed? What was that?
All
Little
of them?
Rascals.
Sounds like
I feel
most
like
of
I'm
them.
living Little Rascals.
I'm going to fix.
I would love for you to been. I naturally assumed you were invited, Annie. I was. It seemed obvious. It would have been weird to have
All
not
right,
invited.
here's the
you.
thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna change the subject and inform you all how we can fix the Bachelor season finale. Granted, this is from someone who's never watched a single episode.
Okay.
The stakes, we just raise them dramatically. They are either legally married on the spot,
Right.
okay? You know, and there's no prenups. There's no like annulments. Like it's a legally binding thing. They have to get married. Or if they choose no, America gets to watch as they're both eaten alive by pythons.
Yes, I was hoping you were going to say that. It ends with a python. I love that.
There's only one suit.
There's
only
like
one
a-
suit.
one
They have to
suit.
fight over it.
There's a guy in like the khaki safari suit, and he's like the python handler. He's like, he hadn't eaten in weeks, and he's like just waiting. He's just waiting for them.
Was he an old-timey pirate?
Yeah, I mean he works
part of it.
he works at the amphibian thing at the zoo, and
okay.
he's very lonely. He's got his own
Kind of
reality
like Annie
show.
right now.
Gosh, that's so rude. I am.
They're
the
all going
python
to
of our
bed. We had a
story.
great evening, lots of fun, laughing. They're all going to bed, and I'm like, I'm going to stay up for a few more minutes, guys. And they're like, what? I'm like, I gotta finish watching the Bachelor finale. And they're like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I'm a completionist. I just can't leave it with like the second half of the last episode is the only thing I haven't seen. It's like I've made it this far. It's like eating
Right.
a bad sandwich. You just gotta finish because you've like made it that far. I don't know.
You turned on the TV.
All
and
of y'all staying at the same house? Is everyone staying with you?
yeah,
It's like it's the real world
Oh,
house.
my
it's pretty much the
just,
real world.
Yeah, Tyler's in
I-
the game room and
I hate
Jesse's in the
everything.
guest room.
I've got Legos everywhere.
And
got a lot
Cohen's
of
in his
lot of
room and I'm in
toys.
my room.
Wait, Cohen's there too?
Oh, yeah, well, last night he was.
Ah.
Yeah, but the 9-year-old hot tub hot takes.
Not to mention
very
Doug.
edgy.
Doug, you got
Doug
Douglas
is
the
this is
dog.
also a dog.
Doug the dog.
Yeah, you got Doug the dog. He's a sweet. He's a sweet
All
guy.
right. Well, let's move the show along. It's a big episode, packed full of a lot of things that I don't know about. But it's time for the hot list. But this is a special hot list, so let's take a quick break and come back. It'll be time for the Ides of March edition of the hot list. You're listening to Gold Fur. The song is Mania. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Albert Hammond Jr. with Fast Times. Okay, it's time for the hot list, but if you've noticed over the last 5 weeks or so, we've been workshopping this segment.
Yeah.
We killed off, in case you missed it. It was too backwards looking. We're not interested in the past, we're interested in the future. This is what's happening now, okay? So it's now the hot list, but we needed an iconic jingle. And we floated the first one, and it was a big old dud.
Yeah, it was a
Nobody
miss.
liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody was very upset. And so we said, okay. We'll call a spade. We're teachable. We will try more. So for the last 5 weeks, Chandler has made a new jingle for every edition of the hot list. And today we are going to listen to all 5, put
Oh,
them
wow.
on the internet and let
doing a vote?
the public vote
Democracy.
for their favorites. Now, we can advocate for our favorites, but the public will be able to vote. You will be able to go to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com and you can vote there. You can also go to relevantmagazine.com/vote. That's going to be where
and you can lobby us for, because my vote is I love them all. Like it's like trying to pick a favorite child.
So Chandler, before we do the hot list, let's do the hot list jingle selection show. I mean, this is like the first episode of The Bachelorette.
This is like the last episode when they reveal that someone's being eaten by a python, and the python handler says, "I haven't etten. He's hungry. I usually feed him like 4 cats a week. He's starving."
He is an old-timey sailor.
I know.
So we're going to listen to all 5 right now, and then you guys will vote this week, and on next week's show, we will...
And they're just numbered? We're just...
Also, Chandler, how impressive to make 5 jingles. I just need to say, very impressed.
There's no
Annie,
off on the genius
You
switch.
got to remember, this is a 40-hour work week. He does the podcast for 2 of them, 38 hours.
Oh, yeah. It only takes him 2 hours. Yeah, for sure. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so with Hot List Week, Hot List jingle number 1. Here it is.
This is one everyone hated.
The Hot List.
Very newsy.
It's kind of got a
I was
ABC.
gonna say,
This just in.
ABC World News Tonight.
President Trump just in.
It was like,
I like that one too. Whoa. I like that one.
I know.
I like that one
too.
Forceful. She just tells it like it is.
It
I liked
really
Okay.
depends on the items, though. That one doesn't fit this item, but anyway.
Okay. That's not well, number 1. Number 2.
It's the hot list.
Oh, man.
The hot list.
This one makes me feel bad.
It's sizzling.
Air Supply is going to cover that on the next week's show.
Just that 3 minutes.
Some babies are going to get made, but yeah.
3 minutes of that.
I don't want that one.
don't
Too
like
hot.
that at
That
all.
one's hot.
I don't
tub.
like
That was too hot. That's different than what we do
Real
here.
podcast after dark.
Yeah,
That's the hot tub.
That's a
hot
hot tub hot list right there.
Definitely
Yeah.
shooting for yacht rock vibes. for
Hot
sure.
tub hot list. Okay, number 3.
I love it.
I think that was
gosh.
that's kind of
It's
the
an
people's
early favorite, Chandler.
All right. That's week number 3. Okay, number 4.
It's a little stinger, you know?
Kind of NPR. Yeah, I get it. It's cool.
That's what
That
they
one
are.
felt
That's
like
what
an accident. That one felt like an accident.
That's when NPR like goes
It's like
from
NPR 70s, like PBS maybe.
or
is
it's
a
like when
better-
NPR goes from like
Ron Burgundy
the,
would do
the
that.
news to like after drive time. It's like a weird jazz show, like a weird local jazz show.
Yeah. That's
Like,
right.
like a guy that's just worked there a long time. Like, yeah, you can have, for
30 minutes at 7.
Frankie's Fish Fry Jazz Hour, whatever, man. Just take it. Yeah.
Every third Friday at 7.
And that's his whole job. Yeah. He's also employed 40 hours.
we
40 hours.
can't fire
Yeah,
him.
it's another 40-hour
That's
week
number
job.
4. Okay, number 5.
It's the hot list.
So that was
Oh,
just
that's-
a cover of the In Case You Missed It jingle.
Yeah,
saying
I
how
like what you did there,
Oh.
Chandler. That's special.
With the
That's
little ding
special.
at the end,
Yeah.
a little throwback.
We
I like
know
it.
where we came
Yeah.
from, but we're moving ahead. I like it.
Yeah, that one feels special to me, buddy.
So there you go.
I mean,
There's your
everybody gets
5.
to vote.
Yeah, everybody
every
vote.
vote
So
counts.
go to relevantmagazine.com/vote, or you can just go to the podcast episode page.
And you would think everybody's vote was equal, but I didn't get invited to the party, so my vote probably doesn't count. So it's fine. It's fine.
Annie, I'll give you another login. You can vote twice. Okay, will that make up for it?
Obvious.
The 6th option.
Absolutely not. That will not make up for it.
And
You're
we're-
going to be in a suite tonight. Do you know how bougie I am? How much do I
true.
love suites at basketball games? You don't know so much. The answer is so much.
I figured you turned it down. I
Yeah.
just really thought you could have gotten
Tyler,
invited.
stop.
I need to specify something about the voting. There'll be 5 options. The 6th will be we can watch Chandler be eaten alive by a python. And this python has not
or
eaten,
Chandler will be the new
not eaten a
bachelor.
cat in 2 weeks. And he is hungry.
And he's tired of being bossed around by Popeye the Sailor Man, telling him what he can and can't
I
do.
got you. I got you a delicious podcast producer.
But how do we do that every week? Does he just nibble a little more every week? I mean,
Oh no, we're gonna have to find a new producer.
Yeah.
all right, coming in number 5 this week, Katy Perry joined an American Idol contestant for a duet this week. Took him to church. The duet was His Eyes on the Sparrow. The young contestant, it was like the audition weeks right now. The young contestant's name was Drake McCain, and he wowed the judges when he began his rendition of the gospel classic. The performance was so compelling that Katy Perry decided to join him. Here's a clip.
He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow. Woo! Sing it with me. I sing because I'm free.
I'm about to join in too.
We gotta do a harmony.
Bring it in, Jesse.
I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow.
That is so painful to listen to.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That's awful.
she should have just let him do it. You
That's
know what
horrible.
I mean? Like,
They're screaming at each
Horrible.
other at the end.
Horrible.
Maybe I'm tone deaf because I was like, oh,
no,
Katie,
they're both good singers, but it was just
Not
like they were like
together.
singing over top of each
Yeah,
other.
they're both going.
That's it, that's
They
it,
were
that's
both
right,
trying to do the runs at the end.
Yeah,
Get away
yeah.
from at the
They're
end.
good individually. Like you isolate each of those tracks, you got a great
Okay,
song. but-
so he- okay.
Like that poor kid was doing a great job.
Yeah,
she went out there and
no,
trying to show him up.
No. If you're auditioning for American Idol
Yeah.
and Katy Perry wants to join you for a
Yeah.
duet, stand down.
No, you don't. This is your shot to show what you can do, not her shot.
Right.
She's
Perry.
Katy Perry.
You know Katy can sing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Let
I don't know
him
this
shine.
guy.
Katie, what's your
see?
problem? Why do you got to put the spotlight
Chandler,
on you?
I would like you to spend 40 hours next week isolating those two channels,
Yeah.
and we can
No.
make our
He only has
determination.
38. Remember, he spent
Yeah,
2 on the
2 hours on
podcast.
podcast.
Right.
That's true.
So he's only got 38 hours to spare, Jeff.
Do you guys think this is kind of my take on Katy? Do you guys feel like we saw, which no judgment because a lot of people had this, we saw Katy Perry like have her rebellious kind of like, I'm not really not really doing the Christian thing for like 2 years.
2?
And she like pivoted back, like
2?
she's back.
10.
I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't have a marker, but
She started backsliding on this date.
No, well, everybody. So everybody knows that before she was Katy Perry, she was CCM star Katie Hudson.
Right.
She was in a POD video.
Yeah.
She dated the lead singer of Reliant K.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in it.
she was doing pretty good. She was like having some success.
And then went away. Comes out Katy Perry. Now she's raunchy.
She had like just kind of a scandal. She like had kind of a scandalous vibe.
But I do feel like to your point, like I feel like
It's almost like Miley Cyrus, though.
Yeah.
because like I actually really like her as like a TV personality because I really do feel like she seems like an interesting, like genuine person. Andy, do you have an opinion about modern Katy Perry?
I like her and I would like to be friends
you
with
look
her.
thoughtful.
That's how I feel about her. I really have enjoyed her. I mean, I have enjoyed her in the words of a lot of, we've talked about this before, but I think we've watched her deconstruction and reconstruction of her faith, and I've liked it.
Yes, that's a better way to put it.
There's
than
a
my-
reconstruction.
than
I
me.
I think she's
think
just
so.
kind of cleaned up her act a little bit.
Well, she was on Instagram not that long ago, like writing about. I'm going to butcher it, but it was basically something like
butchered, like she butchered that kid's audition.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to do that Python halfway of him's consumption of Chandler. Get him out! Get him out! The boat's turned! The boat's turned! It's gonna be a third jingle!
That got way graphic.
Get him out! Chandler
Ate
will never
everything,
walk
ate
again.
everything.
He'll never walk again.
That's 4 toes.
Yeah. No, but she. I mean, I saw her post something on Instagram relatively recently. We posted about it, about her, talking about Jesus and the importance that he, the role that he played in her life. Like, I don't know, like, how quote unquote like orthodox her, modern beliefs are reconstruction, but it does seem like she doesn't have any animosity towards faith at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, coming in at number 4 this week, radio stations are beginning to remove Michael Jackson songs from playlists following the airing of HBO's docuseries Leaving Neverland. The 2-part documentary tells the story of 2 men who alleged that Michael Jackson abused them for years when they were young children. The Jackson estate has denied the allegations. Though Jackson's streaming numbers have been relatively unaffected, several major radio stations in New Zealand and Canada have pulled his songs from rotation. Radio play is also dropping in the U.S., though his songs are typically played 2,000 times a day in the U.S. since the documentary aired. That number has fallen to 1,500 times a day. Producers of The Simpsons have also pulled an episode of the series that featured Michael Jackson doing a voice, which was in syndication.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I watched the docuseries, and a couple of days later on the pop radio station that was just happened to be on in the car, his song came on, and I felt very bothered by it.
Yeah,
honestly.
because
Really?
It's a bothering.
I had some friends that said it was like we were sitting around dinner and talking about whether to watch it or not. And 2 of the husbands both said, I don't know that I would tell people to watch it. It's so painful.
I was so disturbed by it. You just felt spiritually, honestly, it was like a spiritual oppression that I felt because you knew it was true, and these men now who have sons told the experience of themselves ages 7 8, 9. There's photos. They talk in explicit detail of the grooming process and the manipulation and the mind and how the family was manipulated and everything was coerced in such a calculated way over the years. And it is painful and heart-wrenching, and you just feel disgusted afterwards. It's not like a thing of outrage and like, storm the gates. It's like you feel tainted and a bit of your own innocence was taken from you by watching the series. It was horrible.
Well, it was horrible. The crazy thing too is, it goes to show like the power of, well done media, because I mean, this docuseries has been out for like 2 weeks now, right? Like it came out at the very end of February, and in 2 weeks time, radio play in the United States has dropped by a quarter in just 2 weeks. Like, I mean, who knows and the thing is, everyone knew about these allegations.
That's the thing.
If you were to say before this docuseries came out, hey, has Michael Jackson been accused of a lot of really horrible things? Of course, I know that. Like, that just, it comes with it. But like, this docuseries that actually, you hear from these alleged victims, at that point, it becomes so real that's when it starts taking an effect, where you see radio stations being like, okay, this is enough, even though this is stuff everyone already knew.
It's the difference between hearing statistics about, let's say, war or famine or disease or genocide. 14 million people died at the hands of this dictator. Disease wiped out 400,000 people here. And going and sitting in a refugee camp and talking to the family who ran out of Syria and hearing the story of the little children and the mother who daddy got shot by a sniper as they were running and they ran through the night, and here they are in front of you. Yeah. Now all of a sudden the war in Syria is very different. It's not a statistic and it's not a news headline. It's personal. And watching this docuseries opens up this story in a way that you see images of Neverland and you know what happened in some of these rooms, and you're just turned. It just turns you in a way that just knowing the headline, knowing the clip, Wacko Jacko, and that's so weird. He has a weird innocence about him because he didn't have a childhood, and it's quirky, and it's probably off, but we're looking the other way because it's Michael Jackson. And we have empathy for him, kind of. Yeah. No.
Once you hear like these stories, and like I said, that's why seeing his radio numbers in 2 weeks fall by a quarter. And like I said, who knows, as kind of the public outrage, I was reading the New York Times today, I think viewership at this point, almost 4 million people have watched part 1 of this. So it's really
starting. That is unreal.
It's really starting to catch on.
Hey, if you want my HBO login, I'll give it to you so you can watch it. Okay, good. All right.
Oh, I steal that online. That's no big deal. Yeah,
he's like, Annie, I'll give you my HBO login because you're probably home this weekend.
If you don't have any plans tonight, Annie, I can give you my HBO login.
If you don't have anything going tonight while we're all together,
I won't be using mine.
You can watch something that's incredibly disturbing, and we'll steal some of your childhood.
Listen,
you'll never see the world the same again. And when
Annie has a song called "Annie, Are You Okay?" that I've always really enjoyed, and the answer is no, Michael.
I thought it was about Annie Oakley. Annie, are you Oakley? Annie, are you Oakley? No, not Annie Oakley.
No, I always turned it to me. Either way, shocking everyone.
One thing that I think will be interesting about this is unlike a lot of these accusations that have come out against very beloved cultural figures, is there's no justice here. There's no target. Yeah. Michael's gone, and we can't take down. So you can stop playing the songs, you can stop listening to him, but his cultural impact is so much bigger than himself. Without Michael, there's probably have like the entirety of pop music is indebted to Michael Jackson in ways that probably hard for us to even be fully aware of.
Well, specifically, one of the two men on the documentary, the one kid, the way he met Michael is he, was obsessed with Michael as a child, as a 5-year-old, entered like a Michael Jackson dancing impersonation contest, won it. Then like he came to the tour, came to Australia. He got the chance to dance on stage with Michael. And then all of a sudden this kid becomes like a dancer, and that's when the relationship started happening. But then after that, when he became a teenager, he was still involved in dance, became a choreographer as a 17-year-old. He was the one who choreographed the Britney Spears breakout dances. And then he did all the NSYNC dances and all that stuff. His name is Wade Robertson. And he became the biggest choreographer, which defined 10 years of pop music videos. Yeah. Wow. And it was
And you can't cancel those.
Because he was
can't
directly connected to Michael Jackson.
You can't take those. That influence is going to be there forever too. So we're in a place where we can't just cancel, because that's been the solution. I don't think it's necessarily a bad solution. It's just, stop playing them, stop giving them money, stop giving
ban the book or ban the movie.
And I think that there's a place for that, but it's not even an option here. So all we can really do is, like you said, Cameron, is just kind of sit with the awfulness of it and the tragedy of it and the fact that we collectively as a culture knew and didn't do anything about it.
You just said something so important. You sit there and watch this and you go, I was complicit. Because we knew. We, the fans, we, American culture, knew. And we didn't do anything about it, And we weren't the people who were holding up the sign saying he's innocent after the jury trials and all that stuff. No. But the ones who still enjoyed the music and just looked the other way, we turned our back on these kids. And these men, and that's what you're left with. And do
they think there are a lot more men that we don't know about, or women?
The filmmaker was very careful to make it about the two stories of these two men, nothing else. He did not wag his finger or imply, but you as a viewer start to do it in your own mind.
What did it make you feel as like a dad, Cameron? What did it make you think about for Cohen?
I watched it in tears, Annie, because of that. My son's 9. These boys that they were showing footage of were 9 and 7 and 5. I mean, I just like that. I just couldn't fathom, I couldn't fathom. It was really, really difficult to watch. And I think jingle number 1 is appropriate for that
the hard-hitting news one.
Yeah, the hard-hitting news one. Yeah.
Not jingle number 2. No way.
What's next on the countdown?
Number 3. Coming in number 3 this week. Stephen Colbert, once again. It's every week on the hot list because Jesse watches the Colbert Show every night before he goes nighty-night.
I respect it.
Stephen Colbert is now the number 1 late night host among young viewers. For the first time, he's overtaken Jimmy Fallon in the critical 18 to 49 demographic for the first time. The Late Show is now far and away the most popular show on late night TV. It averages 3.8.
Is that true? Far and away?
It averages 3.84 million viewers, which is almost 1.5 million viewers ahead of The Tonight Show, which is 2.48.
Holy cow.
Overall, his total viewership has remained more or less the same, while other late night shows have declined in ratings. Industry analysts point to a number of reasons for the change, but mainly the overall tone. The game centered structure of Fallon Show might make for a less essential broadcast. You can kind of come and go, catch it from time to time. It's always enjoyable, but it's not vital. But Colbert prioritizes current events coverage, incisive and politically charged monologues, and in-depth interviews with guests, and even frequent discussion about faith and religion. It's got some gravitas and currency to it.
I do like how this sounds like Jesse's writing for the fan club of Stephen Colbert. He's writing the top of the Facebook fan group description.
A major cultural trend has just been uncovered with numbers that every show is going down except for the one that regularly has segments about faith. I thought that was interesting. Annie.
I agree with you, Jess.
Annie, are you Oakley?
Yeah. Are you okay, Annie? Because I started
out happy and I've gotten angrier and angrier as the show goes on.
We're getting edgy Annie. Hey, she's ready for some hot takes.
I can't wait for the game,
Yeah,
Annie.
she is.
Yeah.
Annie, are you, do you watch do you dip into late night stuff? Do you watch it on TV?
Yes. Yeah, but y'all remember I really love Jimmy Fallon. I mean, I like Stephen Colbert for the content, but I love Jimmy Fallon. I just love his personality. I think he's really enjoyable to know.
Okay, number 2 this week, Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz. He wrote a anti-hate speech statement that went viral after Oklahoma City superstar Russell Westbrook was involved in an ugly incident with a fan at a game this week. On Monday night, a vicious verbal altercation occurred on the sidelines of the OKC game in Utah. Westbrook was on the sidelines when a Utah fan shouted at him. Westbrook responded, and it was on mic, and he threatened the fan and his wife. And then both the fan and Westbrook dispute what was actually said. Some witnesses to the exchange sided with Westbrook, saying the fan said something completely disrespectful, racially charged, and homophobic. The Jazz investigated the incident and banned the fan from ever coming to a game again. Russell Westbrook was fined $25,000 for directing threatening language to a fan. Now, here's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
In Utah,
I'm interested. You already had me.
Yeah.
no, I mean that news made the rounds. But then
Yeah.
this kind of follow up.
This is where it gets
with Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz. So just 2% of Utah's population is black, which is the lowest percentage of any state with a sports team. So in a written statement, Mitchell asked fans and players to take a stand against racism. He wrote, in part, "As a black man living in a community I love and playing on a team that gives me the opportunity to live out my dreams, this incident hits close to home. Racism and hate speech hurts us all, and this is not the first time something like this has happened in our arena. I join other players in calling for all teams to take a stand. We should not be subject to hate speech or racist acts at any time, and definitely not in our arenas. Over the coming months, I will work with the team, my teammates, and the league to help make our arenas and our communities more inclusive and welcoming. That includes bans on hate speech and racism." So he's a noted Spider-Man fan, Donovan Mitchell. So he also said that during the off season, his foundation
like you got my attention.
Just wait, Annie.
His foundation is called Spida Cares. Spida Cares.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's going to focus on combating racial inequality, encouraging fans to join him in an anti-racism advocacy. He says, "I'm asking all of you to join me in this process because when we all stand up and speak, change happens."
Well, man, Donovan Mitchell is one of the more likable. I feel like one of the more likable guys in the NBA. He's probably my favorite non-Magic player. Not only is he exciting,
I appreciate you throwing that in.
Yeah, well, of course.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I will not talk too much about my Donovan Mitchell fandom, but he not only is like an electrifying player to watch. Like he's literally a player that has won a dunk contest, and it's not even conceivable that he could win a 3-point contest. He's got a incredibly exciting style of play to watch. But when we were at Summer League this summer, I wanted to see Grayson Allen, the rookie for the Utah Jazz.
Huge flop this year.
Yeah, he's not had a great year.
Huge flop. Jesse's favorite rookie.
Very personal thing to say. A huge
Yeah.
flop. Bless his heart.
He got demoted to the D League a couple times. But either way, where the game that they were playing in, the game that the Jazz were playing in was a smaller side arena that held, maybe, I don't know how many people you think, 2,000 or something like that, the little high school gym there, Cameron, at the Vegas. Mm-hmm. So we're all packed in there. And, this is a showcase time for, rookies and guys that have only been in the league for a year. And it's packed with a lot of young families. And Donovan Mitchell is in street clothes on the sidelines, and people recognize him because he's just there to support his rookies. You saw these kids' face light up. Every kid that lined up to meet Donovan Mitchell, he went and shook every one of their hands, was high-fiving every kid there. He legitimately seemed like he's a really great dude. And It's cool to see him stepping up and taking an ugly situation and turning it into something positive, or hopefully positive.
Cool. Okay, and coming in number one, palate cleanser for all this. It's a palate cleanser, this number one. This week, Hillsong United released a new song from their upcoming album, People. The song is called Another in the Fire, and it's off their new live album. They're preparing for a massive global tour right now, the first since they went on hiatus in 2017. Here is a clip of their new song.
This is going to be big. I don't know what I don't want to get. Let's just say we've been, planning coverage around the tour and the album, and I think people are going to be very surprised about the album, the content, and also the tour.
Yeah,
and
if you're on the fence or been there, done that about Hillsong United, I mean, I'm a fan. I love their ministry. I go to their tours. I listen to their music regularly. But if you're like, oh, okay, I think you'll be shocked by this conversation and this album and,
I think so
and
too.
what's coming after it. It's going to be very interesting new era.
Yeah. This ain't your dad's United, okay?
Maybe youth pastor. This ain't your youth pastor.
This ain't your youth pastor's United. Yeah. There you go. Unless you have a very young father. Yeah, you could have a very young father. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's not his.
All right, that'll do it for the hot list. Are we playing the favorite jingle? Our favorite one at number 3 was our favorite. Are we trying to
No,
Chandler?
number
I'm looking in
five,
the
the
booth.
last one with the little ting at the end.
Oh,
I
you
have
liked
to
it in
think-
case you missed it, huh?
I'm looking in the booth, and right now there's a Supreme hat lying on the floor and a python comfortably taking a nap. So I think people voted for that. I got that. I got
All
bad
right,
news.
that'll do it for.
I like that quite a bit.
On a serious note, before we go to the guest, seriously, Chandler's dad. Anyway, next up, Maggie Rogers.
There's a little pause. I had to run back behind the studio because Chandler can't.
He's been killed by a python. Yeah.
No, it's like when you see a pregnant lady with the baby kick. You know,
Yeah.
you see the little foot.
yeah, he's
that's
still alive.
Chandler.
Yeah.
He's trying
He's
to
still
hit
alive.
the
He's
cue.
pressing the
He's
button.
trying to hit the
The
cue
process has
from
begun.
inside.
It's going to take a while.
I mean, that cat was hungry. He was supposed to eat 7 cats this week. He got none.
Chandler's 5.5 cats tops. Good shape.
All right, stay tuned. Up next, Maggie Rogers joins us. You're listening to Barry. Song is Clover. Well, today's show is brought to you by Squarespace, our old friends. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Creating a site with Squarespace is a simple, intuitive process. You can add and arrange your content and features with a click of a mouse. You can design a best-in-class online store with Squarespace's award-winning templates, customizable settings, and more, all without a single plugin. From nationally recognized brands to your favorite local shops, Squarespace is trusted by hundreds of thousands of savvy shop owners around the world, including all the tools you need to track inventory, process orders, and send custom emails all in one intuitive interface. Squarespace Commerce allows you to understand every aspect of your business. Go to squarespace.com/relevant for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your website, use the offer code RELEVANT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace, set your website apart. Squarespace has been sponsoring Relevant Daily.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
days
cool.
so far. Our new.
Have you been building any new Squarespace sites, Kim?
I was updating relevantmediagroup.com yesterday, which is a Squarespace site. I was updating it with new job openings. So I was in there doing all their things.
New job opening.
I just
After today, you can put Chandler's on there since you just got eaten by a
well,
python.
yeah. Ironically, I put
Jingle Maker. I just called it Jingle Maker.
You know, I did a site, a little freelance gig for snakeman.biz, and it's a guy who rents out pythons for python stunts. And it's a big business, and it's very easy to set up. So snakeman.biz.
Squarespace.
The thing about
Offer
our
code
friends who
secret.
listen to the show is for sure there's going to be a snakeman.biz in the next 24 hours.
And the domain, shockingly, available.
New business idea. We'll have that up by the time this podcast goes live, right?
Yeah. All right.
Chandler's got time.
website to get my sakes. That's the guy. That's the proprietor. That's
Is
the
it going to be one of
proprietor.
those sites where like you like walk out or that guy walks
walks out
and-
onto the
screen and,
Yeah, for sure,
and
for sure.
points to what
And
you're
then-
supposed to do, like
And then
touch
Chandler
this.
walks out on screen, and then a python slithers out, and eats Chandler while the guy pumps his fist and points to the rent me
Wow.
button in the corner. It's a very elaborate. It's
Can the python be the cursor? You remember how that used to be able, the cursor used to be different things on different
yeah,
websites?
yeah, that's a great idea.
Thank you so much.
Maggie Rogers is an acclaimed singer, songwriter, and producer whose new album, Heard It in Past Life, debuted at number 2 on the Billboard charts, garnering critical praise for its indie pop style and deep lyrical themes. She has risen indeed.
She has up
boy.
the charts.
Jesus, I just want to confirm that you hear me not making this joke.
I was not involved.
Just confirming.
I don't know what you're referring to and why he would have a problem with that.
Wasn't written in the profile.
Yeah.
Our very own Tyler Huckabee spoke with Maggie for a feature in the latest issue of Relevant. If you haven't read it, go do it. RelevantMagazine.com. You can view the whole issue or pick it up at newsstands nationwide. But you want to bring us parts of that conversation here on the show today.
Yeah. Well, so one of the things that I really love about Maggie's music is and this is something that I feel like is said a lot about pop music, but is very rarely realized, is how vulnerable she's willing to be in her lyrics, which I think is really difficult to do, both in terms of just making that work musically, like making it sound like a song and not just like you're writing your diary got put to some guitar chords, but also making it vulnerable in a way that is actually meaningful and not just sort of like
so
self-indulgent.
You're the one who wrote that music review in the last issue. It sounds like this artist it's their diary put to some guitar.
But look,
very
sometimes
cynical.
it's what it sounds
Very
like. Sometimes
jaded.
it's what it sounds like, but it doesn't sound that way with Maggie. So
This album was harder to choke down than a python eating a string.
eating a string, boy. Like a python eating a string, boy.
2 stars. 2 out of 5 stars.
Oh my gosh.
So I asked her about that, and this is what she had to say.
I've come to describe my job as being vulnerable for sport. But like, I think I've felt this way since I was even like in middle school too. You know, like when I was in middle school and I had a crush on somebody, I would tell them like immediately because I had this mindset of it of like, if I tell you the whole truth, there's nothing you can do to hurt me. Like everyone's got a crush on someone. Like if I've got a crush on Sam, then like, yeah, cool. Like then it's not this big secret or like something we have to like stress about, you know? And it's like, I think that I carry that into my music of just like, here's all the things I feel, and I'm sure they'll change. Maybe you feel some of the same things. If you don't, that's cool. This is where I stand.
Keep reaching and I'll keep coming back. But if you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. And if you leave the light on, then I'll leave the light on.
Annie, I was looking at your face when Maggie was talking about being vulnerable for sport and disarming her own insecurity by just laying everything out there. You
That's
had
Annie's philosophy in writing.
I was going to
too.
say you had an interesting facial reaction. What did you think about that idea?
Yeah, I am. So y'all know I'm already a massive Maggie Rogers fan.
Yeah,
and so I love her. So hearing her talk about that, I've just never heard her say that. And I've never heard anyone say, be vulnerable for sport. I feel like, I know she isn't downplaying that, but that feels like really downplaying what she does and what we do as creatives. I was like, oh, it just surprised me to say it for sport. I was like, it feels like it's more important than that. But man, she does. I mean, she does. She is such a refined writer that you would never know how much she wrestles down her own truth to get there. I'm
But it's
I'm
interesting,
interested in that phrase.
Even in what she said about as a kid, it's almost like she's I'm just going to tell you everything. I have a crush on you, so now you can't hurt me. She's saying like, my art. I don't want you to tell me that my art isn't good or my art isn't important. So I'm just going to tell you. I don't take it seriously. It's just for sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost the same. Like,
I think so too, Cameron.
I'll push you
I think
away
so
before
too.
you reject me.
Yeah.
Self-deprecating.
She's getting the opportunity. She's rejecting before you get to in some ways.
Yeah, it's just sport. It's sport. It's okay. I'm just. Yeah.
I'm not going to let you guess my weaknesses. I'm just going to tell them to you. So that way, if you don't like them, guess what? I already said it anyway.
Huh.
So, which I think is really interesting.
But I think as sort of a byproduct, and this is something that I think anybody who, once you start trying to be really vulnerable, be it in art, like with music or writing, but also just in life, you start to realize that it's not as scary or as, it's not as big as a risk as it looked like maybe from the outset, because it ends up being honesty breeds more honesty. And that's something that actually she talked about too in this next clip.
There's no possible way that I'm alone in feeling these things. Like, so much of my record is about like kind of being really excited and then being kind of overwhelmed and like having a little bit of anxiety and being scared and then falling in love and like this whole spectrum of emotions that I went through in like a couple of years. And I think I'm going to be like reliving and refining that spectrum of emotions for the rest of my life. And it means that no matter where I am on that spectrum, like somebody 10 years older than me and 10 years younger than me is going through similar things, whether the narrative is exactly the same, the feelings are human.
And you said, let me help you wake you up. Let me help you wake you up. Let me help you open up. I'm in love, I'm alive, oh, I'm burning.
It's rare. I don't know. I mean, we talk to lots of artists. I feel like rare, and not to say that artists aren't always thoughtful, but to have that sort of insight into their own emotional intelligence,
right? And being that thoughtful at such a young age, both as a person, as a human, and as an artist.
Yeah.
You know, like that feels like language someone comes to after they've had some sort of public meltdown or after they've had some sort of massive success that didn't fill, you know, that whole Jim Carrey line about, I wish everyone would get all the things they wanted so that they would know it didn't fill your need or whatever. I'm butchering it. But yeah, it feels like she's gained that, like you said, Jesse, she's gained that way before most people do.
It takes a pretty high degree of self-awareness to be able to say something like that.
To recognize that the things you're feeling are both in some ways unique to you, but in some ways very universal, and that these are things you're going to feel again, that you live in sort of a cycle of a finite amount of human emotions that are going to keep coming back to you over and over through different seasons of your life. And that's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean that you're not growing as a person. But it's hard to recognize that until you've been through a few of those cycles, which she clearly has.
That's literally what my counselor said to me yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I'm not kidding. My counselor
Those
and I were talking. I was
conversations are meant to be made.
how am I feeling this again? And she was like, it's not a problem to feel feelings again. Look at how different you're handling what you're feeling, you know? But I could have saved a lot of money if I'd have just waited and listened to you today.
Listen to
Maggie Rogers if you want to.
I had it similar when I was talking to my counselor. I was like, I keep reliving this horrible thing I watched. He was right through the window and he was eaten alive by a python.
Oh,
and I knew him pretty well for years. But, you know, a bit's a bit. A bit is a bit. And am I haunted? Do I see a grown man eaten alive by a python? I don't know how he couldn't be. It's a horrible thing to see. But could I have helped at any moment? Sure. But anyway.
Sure, I could have stopped it. Of course I could have.
Anywho, what else I got in my mind today?
So sort of the last thing that I think what you guys have, like I said, she's very comfortable in her own skin, and I brought up this sense of authenticity that I get from her. And I don't want to say she was offended by it because that makes it sound like it was too strong. But she says she doesn't understand the reaction that when people say that, she doesn't totally know what they mean because she feels like being herself comes so naturally to her that it's hard for her to imagine people or get herself in the mindset of people who aren't themselves. And she appreciates it. Well, here's how she explained it.
It's beautiful that like I can be awarded a prize for being genuine, but like I don't totally relate to. Maybe it's the fact that I value work so much that like, you know, a compliment to me is like I love the lyric structure of this, or I love, you know, something about the craft, or you know, being congratulated for being myself feels like such a. I don't know.
Is that something that's not something that I feel like me being myself took a lot of work and effort for me to learn how to do that, and is an ongoing like process, but it's something that comes so naturally to her.
I think especially too, and Annie, you could probably relate to this out of anyone, like someone who has like a public persona, you know, that it's probably easy for that public persona. And again, you could probably speak to this better than anyone, for that public persona to get further and further detached from the real person. For when someone like Maggie Rogers, like, oh, it's great to see someone who has this, is publicly out facing celebrity, that's actually a real down to earth person. Do you find that, because she seems like that becomes very natural. Do you find that as natural, or do you find that as a struggle, Annie?
That's a great question, Jesse. I will be interested to see how she feels about that in 10 more years. When it's just been a little bit longer, and it is very easy to have them tied very close together when you're starting this. And then I think you walk through a season of what I've seen in myself and what I've seen in some friends is that you walk through a season where you have to separate your public and your private a little bit because of things that are happening in one or the other. And then you learn how to tie them back together in a more healthy way than you had them tied together the first time. And so I'm interested to see where she is on that spectrum. Is she already on the backside of where she's so authentic because she's figured out how to do it well? Or is she on the front side where there's still going to be time to learn how to do this better? But yeah, I mean, it is it is something our generation thinks about that I think the ones before us didn't have to, maybe. But
Annie, I totally agree. And I think that's what you raise a really good point about how easy it is to build up a sort of a past in this business when you're in public, things that you're expected to hold true to, that your fans want from you, that you don't necessarily identify with anymore as you continue to grow and change. And it'll be interesting to see how she continues to develop. But I would say she's definitely off on the right foot.
And she evolved a lot from her debut to her sophomore.
Sure.
Sophomore slump here, you know.
Oh yeah, it's an exquisite album. Loved getting to write about this. Really loved getting to talk to her. It is. It's exquisite. I thought it was fantastic.
And I should say, there's a lot more in the magazine.
There's a lot more.
This is just a little
the appetizer. This ain't the meal. We're not giving that away for free.
This is for the Python. This is just below the knee of Chandler. This is just that's probably a cat and a half.
Cat and a half.
The cat and a half of Maggie Rogers right there. All right, stay tuned. Up next, a game I have no idea what's going to happen.
But I'm going to win.
Maybe I'm an echo, I may be a ghost. Could there be two of us? Could there be two of us? I know you look at yourself like me, with the same eyes we both see through to the end.
This episode of the Relevant Podcast is brought to you by Lipscomb University. At Lipscomb University, their online programs are shaped by a commitment to creating a better future. And with multiple undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs to choose from, you can define what that future looks like. Plus, you earn the same academically rigorous degree you'd get on their campus, with the flexibility to fit your life. Listen, at Relevant, we believe in you, the listener. We know you're ready to lead. So you can pursue your goals and a better world at Lipscomb Online. Visit lipscomb.edu/online to learn more. That's lipscomb.edu/online.
Could have been anyone. Oh, I'm nothing like you. No, I'm nothing like you.
You're listening to Celeste with the very apropos song, Father Son. Okay, it is time for
the game called Stranger Things Have Happened.
Oh no.
To honor the birth of a strange son, we will look back on the strange, disturbing history of this family.
Oh no.
On the birth of Cameron. The anniversary of the birth of Cameron. Ladies and gentlemen, stranger things have happened. All right. Okay. Stranger things.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Here's how the game works. Okay, so on the line with us is a caller, and I'll explain I'll introduce her and explain her role in just a second. But the game is to honor Cameron's birth and the legacy of your family that you are continuing to live on today.
We have a murderous legacy.
We are taking a deep dive into the book about your family that your father has written to find out who knows more about the Strang family. Cameron, the eldest son, on his birthday,
who has not read the book,
or a complete stranger whose name is Taylor. Taylor, welcome to the show.
Hi guys.
I like Taylor's confidence. My money's on her. From the outside. I'm back in Team Taylor.
Taylor, as you know, this is Cameron's birthday, and we're honoring the Strang family history. How well do you feel like you know his family based on being a listener to this podcast?
You know, I was going to get the book and I didn't, so I'm not quite sure, but happy birthday, Cameron.
Okay,
thank you, Taylor.
Atta girl.
Okay, so here's
does she have a phone a friend if she needs me? Does she get to call me in at any point, Jesse?
Annie, because there's an important twist to this game.
Oh,
Tyler,
wow.
you are the scorekeeper. Okay,
I got you.
I can't keep score while I'm hosting.
Yeah, I got you.
So I will read. So Taylor, I will read you a question, multiple choice. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't, no points. Same thing for you, Cameron. But each of you get 2 phone a friends for the game. But here's the twist. Taylor, yours can only be Annie, and Cameron, yours can only be the other Strang in the room. Your brother Chandler, who also has not read the book.
I'm
Taylor,
okay
I
with
feel
that.
good about our chances, sister.
Okay,
I'm okay with that. Annie read the book, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Thoroughly.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Thoroughly.
There we go.
Okay, round 1. There are 4 rounds. Okay, round 1. Okay, Taylor, the book purports to tell the story of several families, two of which have the names of 90s SNL stars. Which one of these is not one of the families covered in the book? The Farleys, the Farrells, or the Catans?
Well, didn't he say something about a Catan before, possibly? The what was the second one? Farley's, Catans, and who else?
The Farrells, as in Will Ferrell.
I'm gonna go with Farrells.
I'm sorry, Taylor. The correct answer is the Catans. Okay,
I'm feeling good because I knew that one.
Hey, Taylor, don't forget you got the Annie phoner friend. She has the book.
Yeah, but she's only got one, right?
No, she got two.
I can tell you that Amy Farley is my paternal grandmother.
Oh, he would have known
Amy
that
Farley and Rose Farrell and Harvey Farrell. Are my maternal grandparents.
Well, are they listeners? Are they podcast listeners?
I would say some of your family members are going to come up later in the game. Okay, Cameron.
Well, Cameron, how did you know that since you didn't read the book?
I had a lifelong relationship with my grandparents.
Yeah, I actually knew my grandparents.
Okay. All right, Taylor, remember, you have the photo friend later. Okay, so Cameron, round one, your question. In the dedication page of the book.
Oh, geez.
Your father...
I love this part.
Your father is pictured with his two sons in Cohen, who he lovingly dedicated the volume to. Chandler decided to make a bold hat choice for. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now in my copy.
Chandler decided to make a bold hat choice for an otherwise formal portrait. What?
To be fair, Cameron made a bold facial hair choice in this picture as well.
What kind of hat is he wearing in the dedication page? Is it? It's multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it a Supreme 5 panel?
Which is his norm now.
Is it an old-timey golfing hat?
Old-timey golfing hat. Okay.
Is it a fedora?
Okay.
Or is it a beanie?
Okay, I can say this. Not having seen the dedication page of the book that was written to me and my brother, but knowing my brother, I recall a phase where he wore the old-timey golfing hat because my parents bought it for him on a trip to Ireland and brought it back, and he wore it, I think, ironically. Is it the old-timey golfing hat?
You are correct!
He's very right.
Yes.
Okay, Tim.
I'm not kidding you. In that picture, you could cut Chandler out of that picture and set it anywhere, and people would be like, "Is that a picture from 1911?" I mean, he looks.
Is that from the film The Legend of Bagger Vance?
Yeah, look at him. Look, there he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, remember Taylor. Now you are officially down.
He looks like a street
Thanks for the reminder.
Newsy.
He looks like a guy from
the
Newsies.
Depression era.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Listen, you are down by one, but it's okay because you have phoner friends. Okay. Taylor. Which of the following?
Annie, I can't believe you have the book in front of you. Is that fair? She's looking at the
I'll
actual
close
book.
it.
I'll
I
take
just
it.
happen
I'll
to
say
keep
it's
it with
fair.
me at all times. I'll close it.
Okay.
If Chandler had the book, he could use it too.
All right.
I was planning to bring it to your birthday.
Chandler lost it.
Okay, Taylor. Which one of the following is not an actual quote unquote, this is from the book, black sheep listed in the quote unquote infamous actors section of the book? Okay.
I actually do know this one, Taylor, but I think you do too, Taylor.
Okay.
I think you do too.
So here's your 4 choices. And these are as listed in the book. I did not mess with these.
Okay.
Accused traitor Daniel Strang. Philandering Philip Strang.
My dad threw an adjective.
Self-proclaimed King Strang. Or Jesse Strang, last public hanging in the state of New York.
Wait, read that again.
One of those is not real. Okay.
Yeah, three of those are real.
I need the
Taylor, three of those are real.
So you have accused traitor Daniel Strang, philandering Philip Strang, self-proclaimed King Strang, or Jesse Strang, last public hanging in the state of New York. One of those is not real.
I have to go with the last one.
Oh, I am sorry.
Really?
No.
Jesse Strang is real. and he was hung in 1827. The correct answer was philandering Philip.
Philandering
Sure.
Phil.
Yeah.
Philip.
Wait, can I phone my friend now?
Taylor, you got to remember, Annie is an expert in this content.
Listen, you got 2 more rounds, Taylor, and you got some catch up to. So I suggest you use those phone friends. I like your strategy of saving them.
She went bold. She went bold.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate her gumption. I wish it attached to correct answers.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was raised well. I was taught not to cheat.
There you go. That's right. I'm sending good
Karen.
vibes to you, though, Taylor.
Cameron, one page in the book, your father wildly speculates about what, I mean, literally, those are pretty much his exact words, about what celebrities could possibly be related to you both.
Oh,
which one
because of the app?
Yeah, which one of the following is not one of the individuals your father speculates?
Okay, hold on. I can tell you this for a fact, and I don't know your list, but I can tell you this. I have not read the book, but my dad is one of those dads that whenever you get together with the family, he tells the same jokes and the same stories. And so he has dipped into the genealogy app you might be related to list many, many, many times. So I know some of the names that he says verbally.
Okay.
I don't know which ones made the book.
Okay.
Excited about this.
The options are Will Ferrell, Kirk Cameron, James Cameron, or Chris Farley. Only one of those your father does not speculate that you could be related to.
I'm going to go with, I haven't heard him. I honestly have not heard him talk about Kirk Cameron nor James Cameron. I do know that the Chris Farley one, he tries to connect. Will Ferrell, they are certain. Will
Ferrell, as you'll recall, went to a family reunion.
Not ours.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
no,
he did.
His family's from North Carolina, and the only way your father purports that could be possible if it was the
Well, Harvey Farrell, my grandfather, is from the same area in North Carolina.
Jesse, didn't Will Ferrell go to a family reunion, or it was rumored that he was appeared at a family reunion?
No,
I possibly. I'll have to double check that. But one of these he doesn't.
I'm just gonna say I don't recall him saying James Cameron.
Sorry, he does speculate James Cameron. Chris Farley isn't. He's
Chris
not
Farley.
mentioned in the book.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So
hey, did Barack Obama make the list? Because he mentions that one a lot.
He talks about that all the time.
He's not in the book.
We're related to Barack Obama. I'm
like, wait. Your father, who has books on other things, believes y'all are also related to Barack Obama.
Well, he believes it because of the app.
There's this app that says, based on, it's not like a DNA app. It's like literally one of these just apps that like you take some quizzes and like it tells you who you might be related to. He put that information in this book. So just FYI.
Okay. All right. What's the score, Tyler?
Okay. So right now
it's 1-0.
It is actually a 1-0. Cameron has a lead, but we got a long way to go. It's 1-0.
There's no need to rub it in.
Okay, all right.
It's okay.
May I suggest possibly using the phone a friend?
Here, we got 2 more, right? 2 more rounds?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I think this round, just a suggestion, this is your game, but normally I'm the scorekeeper. I would up the stakes. This round, 2 points. Final round, 3 points.
Okay, Tyler, this is your
there's
match.
a whole chapter on Amy. I mean, a whole question on Amy's strength. She's one of my favorites.
Okay, all right. Here, Annie,
she's awesome.
this question does reference one of your favorite parts. So, Taylor, I suggest maybe using one of the. Okay, A.R. Farley. You may remember him. He was the recipient of this advice. Buy a good Bible, a dictionary, and marry a school teacher.
Yes.
That's why he was notable. But he also had 8 brothers and sisters, all of whom had awesome names. Which one of these is not one of A.R.'s siblings? Okay, Taylor.
Oh, gosh.
One of these is not related, is not a sibling of A.R. Farley. Is it Delmar, Baby, OCI, or Aki? Could be either one. Or Pep. Believe it or not, only one of those was not a sibling of A.R. Farley.
Wow.
I saved my 2 till last, so I'm going to phone my friend.
Yeah,
Annie,
let's
Annie,
work
you
on
love
this one. Let's work through.
You love this guy. He carried that advice with him this whole life. You can't name his siblings?
Yeah,
He's
it's embarrassing,
right now.
Will you go through the 4 one more time so Taylor and I can just workshop for a second?
Yes. Delmar, Baby, OCI, or possibly Aki.
Annie, can we call Baby out? Do you agree on that?
Yeah, I think Baby's a good one. OCI, he wouldn't make up one that he didn't know how to say.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
So I'm gonna go with. I'm with you on either Baby or the 4th one. It's 2 or 4. You make the final call, Taylor. But
the 4th one is Pep.
Yeah. It's either Baby or Pep.
Okay.
Baby may have happened in the 1800s, Taylor, but I can't remember, and I'm not looking through the book.
We're gonna need an answer.
Okay, go with Pep Pep.
Pep Pep is correct.
There we go.
That's helpful.
Taylor
For
jumps into the lead.
For 2 points, remember, you have a phone a friend right in the room there. Okay. Speaking of Jesse Strang, before he
was he the last public hanging in the state of New York?
He was.
Yeah,
But
he was. Yeah,
before
right after
he was,
King Strang.
Before he was hung.
Before King Strang was assassinated.
Yeah, there's several murders. So it's easy to get him confused. Okay.
Prime riddled.
Before Jesse Strang was hung for murder, the judge told him this: "You are guilty. You must be convicted. You must die." He then lobbed several insults at Jesse Strang before a jury deliberated for a mere 15 minutes before convicting him. Which one of these insults did the judge not lob at Jesse Strang in the moments before he was hung?
Which one did he not lob?
He not lobbed. Okay.
Yeah.
2 of these he
This is
actually
good.
said. He said, remember, this has happened in 1827. So these are 1827 insults. This is a man that was about to be hung. This is how bad he was. The judge said this moments before his hanging.
Okay.
Serpent, scoundrel, fiend. Only one of those was not one of the last things Jesse Strang heard.
Okay, but I will collaborate here with my phone a friend, Chandler Strang. Scoundrel, serpent, or
fiend.
Uh-huh. 2 of those were yelled at Jesse Strang by the judge.
Yes,
before he died.
Serpent, scoundrel,
echoing
fiend.
in his brain as
I'm thinking serpent. Chandler.
Yeah, I feel the snake, theme going on.
Serpent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The correct answer is scoundrel.
Taylor, it's ours. It's ours to be
Final
had.
round. And no matter how this shakes out, whoever gets to win in is the winner.
Yeah.
No, because if she gets it right and we get it right, she wins.
Okay.
Okay,
So
3 points.
So you should go with me first.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
if I
that's
get
true,
it wrong,
that's
she wins
true.
anyway.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna stick on the, you've had some bad luck with the Jesse Strang, which he's honestly the most interesting part of the book. So
I disagree, but go ahead.
okay, so I am going to let you. Would you want to have a question related to Jesse Strang or about a strange grave incident?
I'm going to go. I have no knowledge of either, so dealer's choice. I don't
Okay,
care.
we'll go with Jesse Strang. In a murder, sorry, in a plot to murder a man named John Whipple. This plot also involved another man named Calvin Pepper. They're just great names. I had to throw them in there. Jesse Strang's lover, Elise, planned to use
Did my dad in his book use the word lover?
Yes.
That's shocking in and of
Repeatedly.
itself.
Yeah.
Get him on the phone.
Yeah,
So
more
Elise-
than you think he would. More than you think he would.
Yeah, it's littered throughout this. It's a pretty scandalous vibe.
This is why it's good reading for the guest room.
Yeah, exactly. So Elise planned to use what method to conduct this assassination? Was it the old poison tea trick, staging a stagecoach accident, pushing someone into a vat of hot molasses, or literally tying a man to railroad tracks?
Okay, so this is
I know
worth
this
3
one.
points. I have 1. She has 3 points currently.
Yes.
So I have to get this right.
You have
Then
to.
I go into the lead by 1. She has to get it right to win the game.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, so all or
Jesse,
nothing.
if Cameron does it, can we both make a guess? And then whoever gets it wins?
Well, no, that's
Chandler,
how the next.
I'm gonna ask Chandler. So Chandler, what are you thinking out of those?
Taylor, I know this one.
say
Taylor,
that
I know
again?
this one.
The old poison tea trick,
Wait,
staging.
this is how he.
How Elise tried
The
to
lover.
kill John Whipple.
Oh,
tried to
okay.
kill John
Got
Whipple.
Got it.
The old poison tea trick, staging a stagecoach accident, pushing him into a vat of hot molasses, or literally tying him to the railroad tracks.
I don't think
I'm
she
gonna say
could tie
poison
him.
and tea.
I'm going to say the poison tea trick.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
It was arsenic, and he lived.
I knew that. He lived through the arsenic. Yes, I knew that.
You know
Sorry,
the weird
Taylor,
thing
I knew
about that? This is true.
Wow, this is crazy.
So John Whipple lived through the poisoning because Elise was secretly the lover of Jesse Strang. This is true. John Whipple bought a gun, had 1 bullet to protect him because he got sick from the arsenic and thought someone's after me. She stole the bullet, gave it to Jesse Strang,
Wow.
removed the curtain from his room so Jesse Strang could lay on a roof next door, and he shot John Whipple.
It's unbelievable.
It's a great story with a single bullet
It's a great
that
story.
Whipple had bought after getting poisoned by arsenic. It's a fantastic story.
The power of women comes through so strong in that story.
This
Okay.
is better than
You're so
Tombstone.
right.
Okay.
She just moved that bullet to another gun.
Yeah, okay,
I'm impressed.
So Taylor, this is
You
if
have
you
to-
get
for
it,
the win.
if you get it, you win. If you miss it, you lose, and you still have one more phone a friend. Okay, here is the final question. Daniel String, this is before the name was changed to Strang. Daniel String, he was buried in New York in the 1750s, but his grave now resides in Connecticut.
Huh.
What is the strange reason for this? Okay, here are your options. A botched grave robbing, a long-running dispute on which side of the graveyard the state line should be on.
Huh.
It was actually Daniel's twin Delmar buried in New York in a morbid case of mistaken identity. Or the Strings ran afoul of the local mayor who demanded Daniel's body moved out of the state.
Huh.
Which one of those reasons was he buried in New York but now resides in Connecticut? Annie.
Well, it's Taylor, really.
Taylor, do you want...
I was going to go to Annie.
Taylor, I don't know this one and I'm not going to look through the book, but I'm leaning toward one or two. Either I'm leaning toward it's a state line situation.
That's kind of what my gut said.
Yeah. Well, we both have a gut answer, Jess.
Okay. All right. State line.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the win, the correct answer, a long-running dispute on which side of the graveyard the state line would be on. Annie Taylor, you win. Stranger things. Happy birthday, Cameron.
I'm a terrible.
Annie usually
terrible
wins, so
son.
the luck was on our side.
Wow.
That's right. You're right, Taylor. Taylor, here's the other thing. Women can trust their guts. Women can trust their guts.
We didn't say hi to Taylor. Where are you calling us from? Winner of
I
our
am-
game?
Northeast Pennsylvania, so near Philly.
Near Philly.
Taylor, it has been so fun being on this game with you.
You too. Thanks so much for having me.
I'm so proud of you for winning. I knew
Yeah.
you could do it. I knew you knew the strings better than the string knew the strings.
You actually answered the questions correctly, but thank you.
No. That last one was guts.
That'll do it for the first installment.
And no
Stranger Things have happened. Congratulations, Taylor. Happy birthday, Cameron.
Jesse, are you impressed that we guessed that last one correctly?
It's pretty good.
I know.
Pretty good. Hey, many thanks to Maggie Rogers for joining us on the show today. You can follow her at Maggie Rogers on Twitter. Go get her new album. It's called Heard It in a Past Life. It's great. And read the feature with her in the brand new issue of Relevant. It is available at relevantmagazine.com and newsstands nationwide. You should go check it out. Thanks also to Squarespace for making the episode possible. You can go to squarespace.com/relevant for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your website, use the offer code RELEVANT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Cameron, we're looking at the same marketing copy here, and I did not write this, and I feel like I'm reading it for the first time, but I feel like you should probably read at least the second part of that first one.
Oh, that is really funny.
Amy put that in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is weird. It says, don't forget to wish our CEO and founder and fearless leader. And the guy started all this birthday shout out on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And it says, cards, money, and expensive gifts can be sent directly to Jesse Carey, Church Street, Suite 211, Orlando, Florida.
You're right. Amy put it in there.
That's really funny. Hey, remember to vote for the Hot List jingle. You can go to relevantmagazine.com/vote, or you can just go to the podcast episode page and vote for your Hot List jingle. And next Friday, we will debut it.
I feel like we've tipped our hand a little bit to the staff favorites here a little, but I hope we can.
We're split.
We'll take whatever.
We're split,
we'll take.
We're going to believe you. When you
Either way, I've got a cage of cats and one very irritated python on our hands.
Hey, a little update on the format stuff. You know, for the last 6 weeks, we've been trying to do a live video podcast on the Tuesday episode. We have scrapped that idea. I don't know if you noticed, but a couple of the Tuesday shows were shorter than normal and stuff like that. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of tech difficulty in pulling that off. Now here, fans of that experience, I mean, there's 10,000 people who watched us live every Tuesday. If you enjoyed that, we will be doing them. We will be doing them more special events every couple months. It's just not going to be every Tuesday. So just wanted to make sure that we put the best podcast out there, and with all the moving
It's a
parts.
good idea. We really tried it.
It was ambitious.
It's a college try.
Hey, it's a good.
No
we,
regrets.
We tried our best.
I gave it 70% of 50% of my effort, and
all of
just
our
didn't shake
friendships
out,
survived it, which is what matters.
It's true. It was just the toll, honestly, behind the scenes that the public didn't see. It was just pretty difficult to get all those moving parts, all the Skype
it was
lines,
like Fleetwood Mac back here.
social media on it,
emotional turmoil.
It was not our strongest, finest
Those
days.
of you who are in business, you know the term opportunity cost, and the fact is it just took so much effort to put that out. That some of the team, like social media and tech and whatever, there's other things they couldn't be doing. So we'll still do it. We're just going to do
You guys
this
didn't have
special.
me on. I didn't work out. I don't know what to tell you.
If there's one thing you should take away from this, it's that without you, we crumble.
You and Tyler involved.
I'm not certain. After reading how scandalous people can be, I'm not certain Tyler did not sabotage it, because I know sabotage.
Dude, that single bullet thing. If I watched a Western and they did that plot line, I'd be like, that's crazy.
No, literally.
Gosh, I love Westerns. Can we make a Strang family Western movie?
This has Coen Brothers written all over it.
It could just be Jesse Strang. It's a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Literally,
the ballad of
his
Jesse
lover
Strang.
tried to poison Whipple.
Yeah.
Whipple bought a single bullet because he didn't have much money.
Yeah.
She stole the bullet, gave it to Jesse Strang. And then not only did he shoot him, the cool thing is, well, it's the 1800s. So
The
who
cool
cares?
thing.
It was
I like
pretty
how
cool.
you're phrasing that. The cool thing.
He had her. He's like, hey, make sure that you take his curtains down so I get a clean shot through the window. How cool is that guy? Then you know what else? You know what he did right after that?
Yeah.
He ran to the grocery. This is true. He ran a mile. He sprinted a mile to a grocery store and started shopping so that people would see him and he'd have an alibi. And they would be like, hey, well, Jesse Strang didn't shoot that guy through the window. I literally saw him grocery shopping. The judge was like, they determined, no, he totally could have ran that mile.
Did they send somebody out to run it? Like, was that the...
No. Well, they determined this is where it gets gruesome. He actually paid a doctor to remove the bullet, the single bullet that couldn't be traced back to him before they found the body.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
So many
Cameron,
things.
it's serious. That book is worth a read.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Yeah.
It's got some gripping tales in there.
This is where your ingenuity comes from. You have really taken that legacy and employed it in much more positive, or at least neutral.
Neutral, yeah. Hey, I'm reading this up. They're telling me to read. Hey, if you like the Relevant Podcast, help spread the word. You can subscribe to the show in Apple Podcasts and give us, this is what it says, the 5 stars we deserve.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Hey, right now there's a special offer going on with Relevant Magazine subscriptions for podcast listeners. You can get your first 6 months of Relevant Magazine for only $6 when you subscribe at relevantmagazine.com/podfan. Make sure to check it out. We think you'll like the issue. Hey, you will not want to miss the next one.
Yeah.
This one I love. It's our 16th anniversary issue, but a lot of fun stuff in motion for the next one as well. And also, I mentioned it earlier in the show, but Relevant Daily is up and running, live and kicking. It's broadcast every day at noon Eastern, wherever you watch video. So it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook Live, it's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, and it's at the homepage at relevantmagazine.com. It's also an audio podcast. It's where we bring you what you need to know each day at the intersection of faith and culture. If you missed the video, you can just go to wherever you listen to podcasts and search for Relevant Daily, and you can listen to it on your commute home or something. It's a little 10-minute update, keeping you in the news, in the know. Tyler and Jesse are doing a great job, mainly Tyler.
Well, we all
Jesse,
have
your job is so you are going to get eaten by a python. Someone's getting fed to a python.
I've been busy reading a book for the last several.
All right, we're giving you a lot of
word.
stuff to do. You got to go vote for the Hot List jingle. You got to go subscribe to Relevant. You got to go rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts. But if you have 2 more minutes and you're online, you want to help us out, take a quick demographic survey. Head over to relevantmagazine.com/pod survey. We want to get to know you so we can craft the show and partnerships and everything more to the things that you're interested in. So we'd love to hear from you. There you go. On that note, we will wrap it up. We got a basketball game to get to.
Yeah.
I am Cameron Strang.
I'm Pep Strang.
I'm Delmar Strang.
I'm Chandler Strang.
I'm Baby Strang.
We will see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, everyone.
We love you, Cameron. Happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday,
Cameron.
Do you believe me now that I always had the best intentions, babe? Always wanted to stay. Can you feel me now that I'm vulnerable and oh so
Thank you for listening to the Relevant Podcast. If If you like what you heard, be sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Check out other shows from the Relevant Podcast Network in the podcast section at relevantmagazine.com. And while you're there, browse exclusive podcast merchandise at our online store. Make sure to subscribe to Relevant Magazine. Info is available at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
You keep reaching out, and I'll keep coming back. But if you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. And if you leave the light on, then I'll leave the light on. I am finding out there's just no other way, and I'm still dancing at the end of the day.
I got you a delicious podcast producer.
Relevant Podcast Network.